Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counterattack. Knight to F3. The center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops. They will not surrender the game, because Trump is the one variable they cannot control. Unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
So you look over there, there's a lot of snow on the ground. That's no good. No good. Oh, I am paying lots of Portuguese and Italian people to remove the snow, and that's a full-time job for the whole life. Look up there, there's snow all over falling down from the sky. I need to get some of the Indian people who are previously doing Uber Eats to maybe shovel the snow. Maybe they will pour the curry powder, the turmeric powder on the snow and make it disappear like a fan from a sandcastle. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure the snow removal. This is Toronto. This is City Toronto. This is where all the Chinese people in the world, they want to come here. The rich Chinese, they want to be here so that they can have their children go to school. They can't walk to school with all the snow. So
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Oak Society. It's episode number 1047. It is February 10th, 2026, here in the new studio. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course, my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the ahs down the chats over on pilled.net. Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the show. It's great to be back here, guys. Everyone on the Monday Night Bonus Hole show got to get a little sneak peek of the new studio, guys, of the new layout. I lowered the camera a little bit. I'm still like looking over here for the camera, but the camera's over here now. I might still adjust this, but for right now, this is what we're gonna do. I hope you guys all see the money that you guys raised got directly sunk into everything you're seeing here, fam. I thank you. I love you. You guys are fucking awesome. I appreciate all of you guys. The woke fam is strong, and I'm super pumped to finally get this going. And yesterday we had a camera freeze, so I'm hoping I fixed that last night. and we're all good to go. So you guys are over there in my chat. Got my main screen, got the OBS screen. I think we should be good to go. So thank you guys. We got a lot to talk about tonight, though, guys. A lot to talk about. It looks like the Super Bowl got Americanified. We're going to talk about all the things going down with Bad Bunny, all the things that happen with TPUSA. Just, it's going to be fucking awesome. We're going to keep it nice and light tonight. We're going to ease into the week, guys. We're going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein because Donald Trump's been officially vindicated as of today. And Steve Bannon, well, not too sure about him. So let's say hello to the fam, shall we? Hey, the closer is more gooder. Yeah, we're going to figure that out, my friend. Is my microphone? I was going to say, is my microphone? Oh, no, the keyboard. I thought the keyboard was picking up the microphone levels. I'm like, damn, that's fucking awesome. All right, first up, we got the effing doctor, my dude. Hey, with Chris in the chair. Great to see you, friend. And out there, man, thank you so much, my dude. Down home, you need some milk. We got Scorched, Dougie Boston. Welcome in. The floor is yours. Izzy, we got, who else? Dong Sock, Dewana Q of Lurks, Left MD, HL Paco, Maggie May. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. We got Francine, Hyrel, Ranger, Core Cousin, Red Billy. We got Scorch, Kim I was his call Grassy's office. Holy cunt that answered the phone. Oh, that's great. That is great. Who else we got? Sly Meba, Pat McFly, Halo Moon, Firehorse. Awesome. Great to have you guys out there. Guitar Lady. Shout out to the Woke fam. You guys are fantastic. Who else? Jonan. Patriot Donnie crushing. Heather July crushing. Jack Attack up there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Juan Rambo, got you, my friend. Ozark Freedom Girl. Salty Psycho in the house. Great to have you, friend. And I think that's mostly everyone up there. What up, Spirit? Alicia, great to have you out there. Beautiful. Thank you, Tucker. Mic levels are great. Yeah, see, we did the test stream was yesterday. The test stream was yesterday. Borger says, I love the new studio. I'm working on mine now. Your looks great. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's downsized and I simplified it. Downsized and simplified it. It's very comfy now. All right, where's the YouTube chat? YouTube chat is somewhere over here. We got Sean Combe out there. Little Cat crushing. Veronica, welcome. 82SJMC, welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Trump's face was like, "You're fired." Yeah, do you guys like the thumbnail? Oh, I was losing my mind today. I was sharing this out on my social, like, fuck you, Scott. You know that's AI meme. That's AI slop. It's like, you motherfuckers. It's called a meme. It's a meme. It's not real. People were coming at me like I was sharing this shit if it was real. But you guys know how I do things now. I try to create thumbnails that encapsulate the entire show's theme into one image, and that's what I went with today. So shout out to Machiavelli Memes. I mean, I've used his stuff for my thumbnails all the time, and as long as you keep the creator's name in the work and don't be a scumbag and try to cut it off, I mean, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's part of the culture what we do here. So, fam, I gotta be honest with you. I laughed my ass off at Chinese Canadian shit talker about the snow. I was sitting here laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna play this, and we're just gonna see how it goes. So it's all good, fam. But you guys are crushing. 3,100 gold pills. You got gifted subs coming in already, fam. I really appreciate that. You guys are rocking and rolling. We have a news blitz to do, as we always do. Everything's running nice and smooth. As long as the camera, guys, is not cut out, I will be super pumped. I just got to fix. There's the gold pill counter. Beautiful. Cyber, we're right on the same queue, man. I looked at your comment and we fixed it. All right. You guys are awesome. Taco Tuesday. We got a news blitz to do. I hope you guys are ready. Let's fucking do it. All right, guys, another day, another death threat towards the Orange Man. Georgia man sentenced to 3.5 years for making assassination threats against Trump on TikTok. We got a man in Georgia has been sentenced to 3 years and 5 months in prison for making threats to kill President Trump. Juan Rashawn Porter made the threats on TikTok live stream. He says, I'm going to kill Trump. I'm going to put a 7.62 bullet inside his forehead. That's his quote. So I'm going to watch him bleed out. I'm going to watch him die. And after that, fam, well, looks like the federal agents came to his door, bashed it down, and said that he was going to kill them too. And now Porter was arrested by federal agents, a.k.a. the Secret Service. And another scumbag is now going to be rotting in prison. Absolutely fantastic. Over here from the Gateway Pundit, the warmth of collectivism. New York City's homeless death toll is now jumping to 18 amid freezing temps because, you know, guys, communism, or the warmth of what they're calling collectivism, it's already killing people. Zoran Mamdani has been mayor of New York City for a little over a month, and during that time, 18 homeless people in the city have officially died from exposure. Mamdani policy forbids New York City police from dismantling homeless encampments and forcing homeless people indoors. That police may sound good to leftists on paper. That policy may sound good to leftists on paper, but it is killing people. This is the same reason the Mamdani has failed the test of snow removal and trash pickup. He does not want to do the work parts of being a mayor. He's too busy making videos about taxing the rich. And that's the fun part about being a mayor and what he thinks the real job is. Over here from Melissa Hallman, Dr. Netiganons, NIH has announced a $10 million 5-year research initiative into the long-term health impacts from the 2023 East Palestine train derailment, opening a dedicated office on the 3rd anniversary amid ongoing resident reports of cancers, thyroid issues, asthma, and other ailments linked to spilled vinyl chloride. You guys know we were a big part of breaking that story as it was going out, trying to save as many people as we could with our reach on this channel. And as we know, RFK emphasized delivering deserved answers as critics blasted delay federal action under Biden, while Norfolk Southern faces lawsuits despite a $600 million settlement. Shout out to those folks out there. Keep holding on, and hopefully you're going to be getting the research that you need, even though it's 3 years after the fact. From the New York Post, Trump is now nearing 500 press interactions in second term, blowing past Biden's data. According to reports, fam, he's already at 500. Trump had at least 493 exchanges with journalists, including interviews and event Q&As during the first year of his second term, compared to 246 over the first 365 days of his first term, according to figures compiled by political scientist Martha Coomer. The tally includes at least 153 interviews, 320 short question and answer sessions, and 13 formal press conferences between Inauguration Day and January 20th this year. And guys, I think you can say he is the most accessible president in United States history. And over here in the post-millennial, Brandon Johnson admits Chicago saw a 30% drop in homicides after Trump crime crackdown. Even this fucking communist has to admit that Trump's policies are absolutely working. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson pushed back on President Trump's claims that federal actions made the city safer, but acknowledged that there has been a significant reduction in homicides. And all I have to say is to Brandon Johnson, go fuck yourself, bro. Unbelievable. Just admit it, dude. And over here, P. Hegseth ends War Department's academic ties with woke Harvard. This is fantastic news, as the Secretary of War, P. Hegseth, announced Friday that the War Department will end its academic relationships with Harvard University, arguing that the school no longer provides the kind of education the military needs, and that campus culture is incompatible with the department's mission. In remarks announcing the decision, Hegseth said, "For far too long, this department has sent our best and brightest officers to Harvard," adding that many return heads full of globalist and radical ideologies that do not improve our fighting ranks. He added in a social media post, "Harvard is woke, and the War Department is not." Shout out to the most base Secretary of War we've ever had. And from the post-millennial, locals delayed cooperation with feds in Nancy Guthrie's probe. And now, guys, I don't know if you saw, there's all new photos of this chode that went into Nancy's property and taking off cameras, putting weeds in the camera, all kinds of weird shit. We thought maybe even it was the sister over the weekend. But as we know, Nancy Guthrie, 84, the mother of today co-host Savannah Guthrie, was abducted by force from her home in the Catalina Falls neighborhood of northern Tucson around 2:30 a.m. As we know, we thought maybe it was the sister because they were checking her septic tank, and so far nothing. But according to the outlet's law enforcement sources, days passed before local authorities fully looped in federal investigators. That delay came as critical early hours ticked by, a period often considered decisive in abduction investigations. All I can say is, guys, she must have pissed the Clintons off, because this shit does not sound like it's adding up, and no one should be surprised. And over here, from director Kash Patel, these were the images, guys. I want to show you this real quick. We're going to talk about this later towards the end of the show. But these were the images of the supposed perp here that had almost a full face mask. I don't know if they could do facial recognition, but this guy was trying to put weeds in front of the camera here, then taking the camera off, and then it's still continuing to take the camera off. So it looks like she was abducted, but fam, I really don't know when you have the cartels and the Clintons after you, probably for trying to get out from being a pedophile. But either way, guys, that is today's News Blitz. Here we go. Man, who did Savannah Guthrie piss off, man? Did that blackmail wear off? Did she say, "I don't care if I'm a pedo, expose me"? Then her mother gets taken. It's fucking crazy, man. It is wild. So yeah, dude, X is a complete shit show, man. I've tried so hard on different. I'm gonna. It is what it is, guys. Like with the socials for woke societies, I've tried for years, and I just think there's like just AIDS that's gonna be forever attached to this name. Whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, whether it's X, it is what it is. So I'm kind of giving up on the socials as far as growth with you know, pilled and all, not pilled, but with the channel in general. I'm just happy with what I have, guys. If it grows from YouTube and all that stuff, and I'm going to be growing the socials on the new firewood business. That's going to be a complete overhaul of everything, and hopefully I'll be able to create a good following with that too. So either way, fam, let's get into these gold pills. You guys are crushing. Thank you to Stacy from the 440. Thank you for the diamond tier subscription. We don't get too many diamonds these days, so I think we got to do ourselves a nice drop for you.
Shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Thank you, Stacy. Patriot 714 getting a 1-year bronze tier subscription. Fantastic. Thank you guys dropping the subs like it's hot already. Jack Attack with a cookie. Dougie Boss says, good evening, my friend. SBF Chief says, good evening, friends. And Scott, looking forward to a good show tonight. Thank you, my dude. We got a lot to talk about. 029 with the shade. Senior Polio says, the new setup looks great. Thank you, friend. Juan Rambo with a cookie. Court Cousin says, here's a cookie, and please don't show that thumbnail again. Oh, what do you mean? This one? I'll leave it up for you. We got SKG with great lighting. Thank you, friend. Patriot Dice says, studio looks great. Thank you, friend. We got Left MD with a cookie. PJ Carr says, looks comfy. Very comfy, my friend. Senior Polio giving out a 1-month bronze tier subscription to Salty Psycho. Thank you, friend. Donnie with a ship says, we need to have another commie roundup like we did in the good old days. Thank you, friend. Beretta the Great throwing down a big fat fleet. My goodness. Thank you, dude. And Patriot Donnie says, I say son-in-law did it. Yeah, dude, we don't know who's done it, but they're on the hunt. They're on the hunt. We're going to find out. Eric Super Patriot with a cookie and Spirit throwing down the shades, getting us to 10,000 gold pills, guys. And we haven't even gotten the show started. We actually started on time. We're 2 minutes early, and we're ahead of schedule. So that's always great. So, guys, 10,000 gold pills to get the first show back in the new studio. That is fantastic momentum. Thank you all so much. And WD-40 says, I'll give Nancy Guthrie back if the MSN quits talking about it nonstop. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, a lot of people think it's a distraction, but we're going to talk about some real stuff tonight, guys. The Super Bowl, guys, America has taken it back in such a great way, and that's all credit to TPUSA. We're going to talk about Bad Bunny, talk about all the nonsense that came out, all the crazy shit that's going on with that. We're going to get to the Epstein stuff, guys, because, man, oh, man, we have all been redeemed. All the Q people from back in the day, all the shit we were talking about back in 2018 about Epstein, his island, the sacrifices, the satanic worship. We were right about it all in 2026. Everyone's like, oh, look, it looks like this is what's actually going on. Those Q people weren't so crazy. We're going to take a victory lap, guys, all that good stuff. Things are not looking good for Steve Bannon. And it looks like Jeffrey Epstein also was ordering sulfuric acid to his island right before and during he was getting arrested. So we're going to get into what all that was going on. But before that, guys, I want you to all enjoy this video. And just, again, a perfect example of the retardation of Democrats, guys, in high power positions. You can't make this up. What you're about to watch is a Republican here grilling a Democrat sheriff of Charlotte, North Carolina. His name is Gary McFadden. Was completely unable to answer what branch of government that sheriff served under in his state. And guys, I'm telling you, I don't know how these people get in. It must be blackmail. It must be payoffs. My God, stay away from the Dems. They're going to get you and your family killed. With that being said, guys, get the red pill smash stickers flying. Gold pills flying everywhere. Give my mods all kinds of love. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
Branch of government do you operate under?
Mecklenburg County.
What branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Constitution of the United States.
Correct. That is what establishes the branches of government. I'm asking which branch you fall under.
Mecklenburg County. I'm a duly sworn Mecklenburg County Sheriff. We answer to the people of Mecklenburg County.
This was not where I was anticipating getting stuck. Are you aware of how many branches of government there are?
No.
For the sake of debate, I will move on and say there are 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. Of those 3, which do you believe you fall under?
I believe I fall under the last one.
Would you say it to me?
Judicial.
You are incorrect, sir. You fall under the executive.
Woke society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold. Stay woke, open up your eyes and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the message. It's the method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass it just to mention. Of anything you might say, the past is their defenses. Wake up, and don't you dare go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A worldwide awakening, so now run and tell your peace. Woke society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal.
In a city full of retards, two in particular were about to find out.
Stop. Ice. Stop.
They couldn't follow the simplest orders.
Ma'am, please step out of the vehicle. No!
They disrespected the law at every single step.
Don't you think it's a bad idea to bring a gun to an ICE protest?
And found out the hard way.
Stop! Gun!
Pretty good. Soon in theaters.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Woke Society. It's episode number 1047. It is February 10th, 2026. Welcome to all of our friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube, and of course, my favorite fam over on Pilled.net. So, guys, you got a sheriff, doesn't know a branch of government he works for, complete fucking retard, and then they show what he looks like. It's like, not surprised. Scott, you're so racist. No, it's just stereotypes, man. They're real. Spiro the Shades WD-40 says I'll give Nancy Guthrie back if the MSN quits talking about it nonstop. Well, they needed something to jump off from Petty and Good. So there you go. And the Epstein stuff is going to fade away very soon, guys, as you're about to see, because Trump got vindicated big time. And we're going to talk about it. Donnie says with a ship, that dude needs to attend Sheriff Mac's course. Yeah, man. It's like, that's gotta be fucking embarrassing. I mean, if you're a sheriff like all across the country, like, can you guys imagine that? It's like, you, dude, you're just making the entire job. All of us just look bad. You can't be that fucking stupid. And it's just like, if that's the guy that's leading the shit, then you better get out. Don't get caught up in no crime, fam. He ain't gonna save you. That motherfucker ain't gonna do shit. All right, guys. So let's just get right into it, fam. It's been like since Saturday, guys. We did a Saturday show, and it's been pretty slow news. And that's these things come. It's always in waves, right? It's usually very, very busy, and sometimes you just have these lulls. And everyone, I mean, guys with a cold, I am so done with the fucking cold at this point. With how cold it was, -29 for days, And we actually got our warmest day. We just got above 32 degrees. We hit 33 today, and it felt like it was spring outside. The snow from the huge storm we had is finally dissipating, which is nice. And everyone's just kind of hanging out, just chilling, waiting for spring to come here. I know we are out here. It's gonna be really, really nice. Get get this new side hustle going with the firewood. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait to do it. And it was a Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl weekend, right? And it was the Seahawks versus the Patriots. I really didn't get to watch too much of it, guys. I was really following it on my phone, just the play-by-play as much as I could. Had the kids, and it was a pretty slow game. And obviously, everyone was getting ready to talk about the halftime show. Now, I didn't get to watch the halftime show, nor did I want to. I really, like, with certain things like this, we knew this clown, Bad Bunny, was going to come in, do the anti-ice shit, and all this other nonsense. He's a complete fucking degenerate. Complete degenerate. We already knew that going into it. And what I was really more interested in as far as, like, the culture, because, guys, just as much as we talk about news on this channel, we talk about culture on this show, because the culture is what was gutted in a lot of ways, is how we got here with the political correctness. Everyone's afraid to actually speak their mind if it's against the woke mind virus. And, getting back to Americana, that's why this year is really special for so many of us that actually love this country, that got Donald Trump back in the second time. It's the 250th birthday of America this year, guys. Like, 4th of July is going to be fucking lit. It's going to be lit. And I can't wait for the 4th of July, but we want this whole atmosphere to get back to the culture, to make, even like comedy great again. We showed you guys the comic, the dude from Canada last week. Dude selling out shows like crazy, making fun of these lefty retards, making fun of Somalis, Preddy, making fun of Good. It's great. It's like, finally, we're back to being racist Americans again, just loving life. Not racist. You guys know what I'm getting at. Just basically, like, we're getting back to being okay with speaking our minds and everyone not pearl clutching at every fucking point about something, right? Stereotypes are fun. Like, to me, this is like getting Americana injected back into the culture again, and everyone can just relax and no one's stepping on glass, right? And I was most interested in seeing what was going to happen with this TPUSA event, guys, and they absolutely fucking blew up the numbers. Because I didn't really know what was going to happen. I tuned into that. I saw a couple of the performances. It was great, and it's only going to get better. So, what I want to get into here was this fact that and guys, to be honest with you, we cover news all the time, and the news about Bad Bunny being selected by the NFL, that was like 4 or 5 months ago at least. So we were already talking about this for a while and what was anticipated with that. Up until that point, guys, I personally had never heard of Bad Bunny in my life. Never heard of him. Never heard of his music. I don't listen to radio anymore, guys. I don't listen to mainstream music. I don't listen to any of that shit anymore. I had no idea who this guy was. And I asked friends and family, do you guys ever heard of Bad Bunny? No one knows who this fucker is, right? And what's weird, and why I always tell people to go outside, put the phone down sometimes, and get away from the internet, is because you would think that Bad Bunny is the biggest fucking pop star icon in this century if you were to just go and look at on X and follow a leftist literally sucking this dude's dick left and right, saying it was the best halftime show they've ever fucking seen. And it's fucking ridiculous. And I will say, guys, I've been watching Super Bowl shows for a while. My personal favorite, it was Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars had the baddest fucking halftime show I'd ever seen. I'm not even really into Bruno Mars music. I don't even remember which Super Bowl it was. I remember watching that dude. I was like, holy shit, this guy is fire. Absolutely fire. This guy, though, never heard of him. And as you guys know and heard, this dude did everything in Spanish, right? Like, a complete fucking fuck you to Trump, to MAGA, to American culture. And you guys see this shit all the time. Depending where you guys live in the country, you guys see this shit everywhere. Like, out here where I live, half the billboard advertisements, guys, aren't even in English. And as an American, especially as a white American, it pisses me the fuck off, guys. It really does. Like, English is the priority language in this country. It's not fucking Spanish. I don't care if the whole area is filled with Mexicanos and Puerto Ricans and brown people everywhere. I don't care. Make the signs in English. And this guy comes out and does his entire show in Spanish, right? Didn't even watch any of it, guys. And thank God I didn't. And it sets the tone, right? And what you were getting from the left was, well, He altered his lyrics. He altered his lyrics. So the trash degenerate shit that he's outperforming all the time was kind of altered to fit the Super Bowl. Like, oh, okay. What about the two gay dudes grinding on each other beyond a truck door? Right? Because that's what I want my kids watching, right? This is family-friendly entertainment. And the NFL could give two shits. And the other problem is, you got, what's his name? Not Dre. It's the, who's the other artist, guys, that has he's controlling the music for the Super Bowl. He's got a huge deal with it. And now I'm losing his name. That's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. So what I want to do, and I want to just give you guys one example, right? And you can see the evilness in this and see where this was all going. Jay-Z, thank you, Rayonda. Jay-Z has full, I don't know how long his contract is, but he has full control of the artist that he's putting into the Super Bowl right now. And it's absolute dog shit. And it's not surprising that's Jay-Z, because we all know that dude is really high up there as far as Satan worship and all kinds of, God knows, disgusting things. And he's the one choosing all this stuff. You don't think that's kind of the payoff to Satan to do these things? Of course it is. And this is why what TPUSA did as far as an alternative for America was great. But look at this, guys. I want you to look at this. You have these accounts. This one in particular was just simply Elmo. Complete indoctrination. These institutions have been taken over for a very long time. Very long time. Here's the official Elmo account. This shit, guys, sent me over the edge. That bunny was amazing. Elmo thinks he should be called Good Bunny. Elmo loves you, Mr. Good Bunny. And fam, all it took was one day. All it took was one day, okay? One day for people to say, okay, it was all in Spanish, but we have AI. We have, it's 2026. We can translate this stuff pretty fast, right? So let's just look at just one of them. Liz Wheeler post. These are the lyrics that were sung during Bad Bunny's halftime show. As a Muppet that speaks to small children, you think this is, quote, amazing, Elmo? Here we go. Real G guiding the new generations with the OG one. Galactic style lust. Yes, so that your panties get wet. Get horny and versatile. More slutty than Betty Boop. The one who got horny, mommy, was you. I stay killing with the you. Pussy with dick, dick with ass, push it in. And it just talks about just disgusting stuff I don't even want to read. Your tits rubbing my nipples. This year I don't want sluts. Push it in. They see you with a lot of jewels and they want to say, push it in. They say you're really active and they want to say, push it in. Because you look hot, push it in me completely. Really big tits like Lourdes Chacon. Really big ass like Ira Chacon. I don't know why I haven't seen the pussy, but let's go to bed to fuck you and panties. And guys, this is just one verse from one song. And the fucked up thing about it is, I'm almost grateful knowing what this guy sings about and raps about, because I would, if my kids had to sit here and listen to this shit, I'd be out. I would never watch a halftime show again. And to be honest with you guys, I will never watch another halftime show again, ever. Unless it's Americana, it's wholesome. It's not going to stigmatize and cast a huge net to vilify basically more than half the country. And I think Americans at this point, guys, you can like whatever music you want. You can do whatever you want as far as music. But when you push this degenerate, disgusting shit on what's supposed to be, family, it's like the Super Bowl is like a holiday for most Americans. Some people don't give a shit about it, and I understand that. But this was just one translation, right? And it just again, I had never seen his music, still haven't to this day. And I'm reading this, I'm like, yeah, this is disgusting. And this is why people tuned out. No one wants to watch this shit. And once everyone started to realize what was going on, the majority of people were sickened. Super Bowl fans sickened after translating Bad Bunny's X-rated Spanish lyrics. This is pure degeneracy. Following the show, critics branded. Hey, we got a raid coming in from Drunk Pinata. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Shout out to Drunk Pinata and the crew over there. You guys are awesome. Always solid show, my friend. Thank you so much. Welcome into the show, guys. Super Bowl viewers, were left sickened after social media users began circulating English translations of Spanish lyrics from Bad Bunny's music. The backlash erupted after hours after the show when conservative commentators Megan Basham posted screenshots of translated lyrics, which she described as the most obscene lyrics ever to be performed at a Super Bowl halftime show. In his track, Safaria, Bad Bunny boasts explicit sexual acts. And I just read you one verse, guys, and it was disgusting for me to even read some of it. Drug use, casual hookups with repeated references to arousal and sex performed while intoxicated. One widely shared translation paraphrases the line suggesting that a woman's partner is inadequate if he does not perform a specific sexual act. Other tracks of his, like Titi Me Pregunto, reference juggling multiple sex partners and genital size. And guys, this is the problem. Like when I was growing up in in school, high school, middle school and high school, like rap music was generally pretty big. This is when you have like a lot of the artists that are now like full blown Satan worshipers, had to do things to get to this level. This guy, obviously, to get to his level, the man wears dresses. It's like, you know where dicks have been put in asses with this guy to get to these points. And you guys that have been on this part of the show for a long time, you know exactly what I'm referencing. And this isn't made up. This is exactly how this disgusting world operates. You literally have to destroy whatever is left inside of you that is maybe good and completely destroy it. And you're then owned. And then you basically have to do whatever is told of you. They'll fucking kill you easily. They'll throw you out like trash. You end up in this satanic pedophile cult, and this is where it all goes. And again, we were told we were crazy fucking 5-6 years ago, guys, talking about this stuff, and now it's all been proven true. And most of the country, from what it looks like, is now catching up in 2026, which is a little upsetting. But hey, it's better late than never. But people are pissed, fam. People are fucking pissed. Big time pissed. But you want to know the great side about this, outside of the degeneracy, right? With the TPUSA event. And guys, I tuned into it. I saw Kid Rock's opener, and it was fucking fire. I'm not really into country music, but they had a good spread of music. A lot of it was country, which I'm fine with, because a lot of country music, guys, it's just Americana. And their numbers dominated. Absolutely fucking dominated. And this is Andrew Colville, the TPUSA spokesperson, who's kind of taken over for Charlie, but not all the way. But he's been, him and his other buddy, for Charlie Kirk's show, they've been kind of taking the helm here. This is him talking about them taking over 25 million views on just YouTube and Rumble alone. And that's not the true number, because how many parties, guys, are there where you have a mass amount of people watching one screen? They blew everyone's expectations out of the water. And this is why, guys, God can always use something for good. Always. And this is what he had to say.
Andrew, I watched your show. It was great. How did you do? Do you have a sense of how many people watched?
Yeah, it was kind of blew our minds, actually, a little bit, Brian. And we saw at one point across all the different social channels, we saw over 10 million concurrent views. So that was adding up all of Rumble and all of our partners just on the social side. So, and now the numbers keep trickling in. I mean, right now, as I'm sitting here, YouTube's numbers keep updating. And so we're trying to put it all together. What I can safely say is that we are now over 20 million viewers across just social. So we haven't even gotten our partner broadcasters, their analytics. As you know, sometimes the ratings take a little while, but that's 20 million viewers. And we don't know how many people were gathered together, 3, 4, 10 in a room watching together. So we're going to try and put a final number on that when we can. What we can safely say is over 20 million Americans tuned in to the All-American halftime show tonight.
I looked at the pregame show. They had Green Day, the most anti-American band you could imagine. Their hits album was called The American Idiot, and the lyrics reflect what he thinks of America and our policies. And then they have at half.
Hey, guys, just get prayers up for Becky Heinel. I just saw she put in the chat. Her mom passed away on Sunday. And give her some prayers, guys. Becky Heinel in the chat. Give her some prayers. Her mom passed away on Sunday, guys.
Bad Bunny. I mean, NFL is the #1 league in the world, and they do a lot right. I don't understand why in the year 250 they wouldn't think red, white, and blue, but you did. Lee Brice also released a song that is so appropriate about our culture. Talk about that.
Yeah, he actually wrote that in honor of Charlie. So, you know, he has a ton of hits, and he wanted to play this one. We said, absolutely. You wrote it for Charlie in his honor, so do it. And I mean, that's what you saw from all of our performers. They did something special to honor the moment, honor how big the stage was, honor Charlie, honor our country. And you saw that from Kid Rock, who said God woke him up in the middle of the night to write another verse to that hit song Till You Can't. And he used it to, you know, glorify Jesus and lift up his faith and be loud and proud about that. But really, there was no agenda. It was just good music for Americans, for people that wanted to feel proud about their country, wanted to love their country, love their God, and love some great music. So, and that was in contrast to the other guys. That was on full display tonight, Brian.
And you notice, if you had Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett all performing tonight. But you mentioned that you went back and looked at Charlie Kirk's tweets. And you noticed that he was always commenting on the halftime show. He's like, why can't they be a little bit more red, white, and blue? Why can't it be a little bit more pro-American when the whole world is watching? And that's what kind of motivated you guys to do something.
Yeah, he was always fixated on this event, this halftime institution. He wanted it to lift up the best ideals of our country as opposed to pulling us down or being, kind of the lowest common denominator. He wanted it to lift us higher. He wanted it to be about our highest ideals. And, because of the success that it's blown our minds tonight, Brian. So we are going to commit to doing this again next year. We're going to do another halftime show for the country next year. So I'm breaking a little news here, Brian. 20 million at very minimum. I think that number is going to go higher, 40, maybe even 50 in the next 24 hours. So I can tell you that's a shot across the bow. People are paying attention. And, if you give us a year to plan this thing, I'm really excited to see what we can pull off. But we got to do it for the country. And this was a massive success, and we were grateful.
Huge success, guys. And on top of it, they absolutely honored Charlie Kirk with this event. And this is going to end up, I already know where this is all going to go. This is going to end up going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And what's going to be funny is once Jay-Z is out of the picture, I'm wondering if there's going to be some collaboration maybe down the road years from now. I mean, I highly doubt it. The NFL has been they've been infiltrated for a long time as far as what they really want to instill in their audience, and the view count that they got was incredible, absolutely incredible. And just to reference, guys, what I was referencing to the degeneracy on the video, because again, all the left could do is just, they became instant Bad Bunny fans overnight. And it's just like, you guys are so fucking gay and you're such losers that, again, it's like anything to hate Trump, like literally anything to hate Trump. The TDS is so bad that they're willing to be like, oh, that was the best halftime show ever. Really? This is what you're into. This is what you're into, guys? Dudes rubbing up on each other? I mean, we all know you're gay. We all know that you're into this shit. You all pretend that you're not. I mean, look at the NBA, for God's sake. It's gay black dudes all over the place. This is what you say America wants? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And what I was trying to point out here, guys, the concurrent viewers on YouTube, when I went and watched, I was at 5 million. I didn't watch the whole show. I just wanted to see people showing up in the chats. I'm like, oh, they're crushing right now. They don't need me to be watching this shit. And I'm like, the numbers are great, and they're only going up. Turning Point USA's All-American Halftime Show draws 6.1 million concurrent viewers on YouTube. That is insane. The show, which started after the conclusion of the first half of the Super Bowl, began with a message of support of late conservative pundit Charlie Kirk. Said, "This one's for you, Charlie." U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth made a video appearance on the YouTube live stream before the concert commenced, and the stream, including a pro-adoption advertisement funded by Adoption is an Option. But the show, which also saw performances from country singers Brantley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett, was mostly devoid of political messaging, guys. And that's the thing, fam. There was nothing political in this. It was all just good Americana music and just good times, good vibes, partying. That's all it was. That's all it was. It's so simple. It's so simple just to not have this bullshit. It doesn't even have to do with Trump. Just anti-American garbage. It's like watching these Olympic athletes. Still talking shit about the country. Like, shut the fuck up and just go ski. Go do your bobsledding and shut the fuck up and go win some gold. You don't need to talk about Trump. You don't need to talk about ICE. You know, the whole shut up and dribble with LeBron James? Man, we need to bring that back. From the War Department, we salute Turning Point USA to everyone who believes freedom is still worth the fight. Absolutely. And guys, what people aren't even saying is due to licensing restrictions, we aren't able to stream the All-American Halftime Show on X. They didn't even have the stream on X, guys. X would have been more millions. 4 millions. Which I'm sure they're going to show up next year. Guys, this ended up being the second biggest live stream on YouTube in its history. You don't get much better than that than being number one in YouTube's history. I mean, for the first time with all kinds of shit that could have gone wrong, the pressure, a lot of people didn't even know how to find it. That was probably the biggest thing I saw people saying for next year to work on. But okay, even with people barely being able to find it, it was the second biggest live stream in YouTube's history. That's fucking incredible. Incredible. And, you know, the NFL is going to balk. They're going to be like, oh, we're still the Kings. We're still this. We're still that. But the thing is, fam, I mean, I don't know. And what I love about the left, I mean, here we go. Here's the dude that killed his intern. This is fantastic.
They took the bait. Well, 133 million people, Rev, watched Bad Bunny go out and just completely own the field, the stage.
Yeah, Joe, just suck his dick more, bro.
The country, the world. Lady Gaga comes in. This was a pretty extraordinary statement. Ricky Martin. It was 133 million people watching this instead of alternative programming where they had a guy performing who, of course, throughout his career has preached the glories of. And Franklin Graham, I guess, likes this because he said it was a God and country thing. But a guy who has preached the glories of having sex with underage girls.
So here is Joe throwing shade. Here's Scarborough throwing shade at Kid Rock. Basically calling him a pedophile.
And setting up escort services atop the Four Seasons.
So there's that, right? Here's that. And this was, again, here's the cuck that blocked me. I completely humiliated Pierce Morgan to the point where this man blocked me because it wasn't just me. You guys all saw the account. You all saw the post I put on Pierce Morgan with his wife and Mr. Bubbles. Okay? Pierce Morgan don't like me. That's for sure. This fucking douchebag. Pierce Morgan's like, man, I loved it. I love Bad Bunny, because of course you are, dude. You're a fucking cuck, bro. You let Bad Bunny fuck your wife, just like you let everyone fuck your wife. And you got the balls to judge anyone else?
But I actually really enjoyed his performance. I thought the staging, the choreography, the theater was the best I've ever seen in a halftime show.
The best we've ever seen, guys.
And actually, the message was about togetherness and love and unity. What's wrong with that? He didn't.
Oh, we all know what the togetherness, the collectivism, and the love that these guys preach. We all know everyone's well, including the trannies, the furries, and the people that love to fuck kids.
Perform in Spanish to prove a point. He always sings in Spanish, just as Luciano Pavarotti sings in Italian. The criticism of the whole thing is that he sang in a language spoken
beyond tone deaf
by 60 million Americans, including the Secretary of State. Is that a problem? Like I said, the president used to play
yes, Nitro Miss all together in the ass.
Pavarotti's Nessun Dorma at his campaign rallies. It even played at the end of the emotional 2024 RNC as Trump accepted his nomination just days after being shot. Nessun Dorma, to remind you, is entirely in Italian. Well, I'll be joined by my panel in a moment. But first, let's hear from the host of the Megyn Kelly Show. Megyn Kelly. Megyn, great to have you back on Uncensored.
Great to see you back.
But actually, that's a lot of people. And I just thought, I've got a lot of followers. Why don't I just tell them? Well, talking of pains in the
fast forwarding this bullshit.
Let's get into something, because there are going to be some things that I talk about with you where we're going to be in total agreement. But I'm going to start with something where I know we are totally in disagreement, and that is Bad Bunny. So I got up this morning and I watched it all without reading anything about it. I just thought, I want to watch this completely clean.
I want to be as unbiased as I possibly can while Mr. Bubbles fucks the absolute shit out of my wife.
Without anyone's view contaminating my brain cells. And I watched all 15 minutes of it. And I've watched every halftime show going back 30, 40 years. I thought as a piece of theater.
Look at Megyn Kelly's face. He's like, yeah, dude, you sound like a man that literally rents his wife out.
It was the best I've seen. Just the most extraordinary kind of Broadway on steroids piece of theater.
Broadway on steroids, this bunch of men grinding on each other, guys.
I also thought it wasn't remotely divisive politically.
No, not at all.
The end. His Grammys speech was, but his performance, I thought, was actually a lot of things which I would have thought people on the conservative right would applaud. It was about love. A couple actually got married. For real.
Guys, when they say love, it's the most perverted, disgusting shit. And even Megyn Kelly, who I'm not the biggest fan of, guys, just even she's like, dear God, Pierce, you're such a douchebag.
In the middle of it, he was preaching about unity, not just the United States of America, but the wider Americas. What was the problem, Megyn?
A certain male gesture is coming to mind, but I'm not sure I can do it on this show. No, it wasn't about what he was actually going to do during the middle of the Super Bowl performance. It's about him. It's about him being chosen as the Super Bowl performer, somebody who's been an outspoken critic, of course, of the Trump administration and of America and our anti-immigrant policies. This is long before the current controversy over ICE. He doesn't want illegals deported from this country. Well, too bad, because the majority of Americans do want that and are not shy about pushing for it. And that's why President Trump got elected. So he and his little buddies over at Green Day never miss a chance to bash the United States of America. He got selected because Jay-Z, for some reason, has got the choice over who performs at our Super Bowl, who's another problem. Don't even get me started on his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Why is he choosing who's appropriate for American children to watch during our seminal sporting event? And I'm sorry, Pierce, but to get up there and perform the whole...
Oh, Jay-Z's friends with Epstein, guys? Did we know about that? Oh, that's the guy who's choosing the music for our kids and families for Super Bowl? No way. Color me shocked.
The whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as
It's pretty sad when Megyn Kelly's more masculine than you, Pierce. That's really sad.
our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the...
So that's this goes on for an hour and 15 minutes, guys, which you guys all get the point, right? It's hilarious to me, right? It's hilarious to me to watch all this go down. The dicks, and the thing is, even this retarded comedian here, Kimmel, knew they lost. They took a huge L, and they took a huge L with the TPUSA numbers. And even him, he called out his own base, saying, you guys all just jumped in on this, huh? This is how you know, fam. The culture war has shifted in our favor and has been for a little while now. And now it's accelerating. Now it's fucking accelerating back to the way it was.
Every liberal I know suddenly really into Bad Bunny. I mean, people I've never heard say the words bad or bunny in their lives. Like, I can't wait for Bad Bunny. Oh, what's your favorite Bad Bunny song? I don't know, but I love him. I love Bad Bunny. Here's the thing on me. Did I know any of the songs Bad Bunny was singing? Absolutely not. Never heard even 1 second of one of them. Did I understand any of what he was singing? Yes, the word nunca. That was it. This week,
they understand they're losing this culture war because no one wants this shit. Nobody wants it. And basically, guys, if you did watch it, this is essentially how it sounded.
Just for a while.
Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. You heard Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga made an appearance. Another fucking deviant that is pictured. I don't know how many times. How many times in these spirit cooking pictures and videos, and with all kinds of weird satanic shit. Because of course she is. But you want to know, someone in the whoever running the ads for the NFL, someone's based out there. Who's the base patriot? And I'm asking because as soon as the halftime show was done for the NFL, for everyone watching the NFL, the commercial that came on right after Bad Bunny's performance, it was this.
They're friends and neighbors, sons, fathers. They're little league coaches and veterans. They're people who love this country. These are immigration and customs enforcement officers. They are removing violent criminals from our streets and neighborhoods. It's dangerous and difficult work. But ICE has one mission: to make America a safer place to live, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is law enforcement. This is ICE.
So they played an ICE ad, and I'm sure they paid good money for that. Play this ICE ad right after right after the halftime show. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. And the thing is, like what I just told you guys, this is definitely a shot across the bow. And you're seeing that here. This was from Newsweek. And they put this article out. TPUSA spokesperson Andrew Colvin suggested its number could rise to 50 million for the event, which took place during rapper Bad Bunny's Spanish performance. I can tell you that's a shot across the bow. People are paying attention. And you know, if you give us a year to plan this thing, I'm really excited to see what we can pull off. TV ratings analyst Nielsen told Newsweek viewership figures for the official halftime show will be announced on Tuesday. By comparison, over 130 million tuned in for Kendrick Lamar's 2025 performance. The manner in which YouTube and Nielsen quantify viewership differs. YouTube employs a census-style system based on intentional plays. What I want to show you guys here is the drop-off, okay? Here's Samba TV. Super Bowl delivered another massive night of television. The data tells an interesting story. 48.6 million U.S. households tuned into the Super Bowl, representing a 13% decrease from last year's game. 26.5 million U.S. households watched Bad Bunny's halftime performance. And guys, this was down 39% from Kendrick Lamar's 2025 show, fam. Almost a 40% drop in viewership. I mean, you want to give the American people a fuck you by having Jay-Z employ these fucktards for America that we're all so sick of? We're done. I mean, look at it. This is the picture of him and Lady Gaga. Bad Bunny and Lady Gaga. No, fuck these people. Fuck these people. They're pure evil. While viewership declined year over year, the Super Bowl remains one of the TV's most powerful cultural moments, delivering tens of millions of engaged viewers in an increasingly fragmented media landscape. For brands and marketers, understanding these viewing patterns is essential for maximizing campaign impact and connecting with audiences when they're most engaged. 39% drop, guys. What I'm going to try to do here real quick, let me see if I can pull up what you sent down home. 1 second here. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm really curious. Let's see what we got here. So Jorge L. Rodriguez posted this. The NFL is holding emergency meetings. Turns out they never liked the idea of an alternate halftime show. Remember, this is all about money and opens the door to competition, especially when it's driven by their own fan base and culture. Oh, man. They expected it to be a one-time thing because it was Bad Bunny singing only in Spanish, calling out ICE and having President Trump there. Their estimate was that no more than 3 million people would switch to the alternate halftime show, and that this would discourage Turning Point USA, make them think twice about doing it again. Well, that didn't happen. 6.1 million viewers, the double what the NFL expected. But that became the most watched live stream in United States history on YouTube. That sent a clear message not only to Turning Point USA, but to the entire market. There is an audience and there is money to be made. Exactly the kind of competition the NFL did not want. And that's not all. With 6.1 peak million viewers during the live stream, became the second most watched live event in the world in YouTube history. tying with the Brazil versus Croatia quarterfinal match World Cup on December 9th of 2022. The number one spot is still held by them. All of this with a show that had only 5 months of prep. So just imagine what could happen if they had a full year to plan it with sponsors. Even YouTube itself is going to want this to continue. I don't think there's any going back. This is what happens when you lose touch with your audience, your core customer base, and on top of that, turn your back on them. It happens in thousands of businesses. You focus on trying to penetrate other markets and see if you could reach the Latino market at the expense of your main, highest paying customer base, and now you're going to get the bill. Remember what happened to Bud Light, guys? Disney, Target. Right now on YouTube, the Turning Point USA halftime show had 20.655 million numbers. The NFL and its sponsors sell the broadcast rights to a TV channel. Their live stream doesn't actually go out on YouTube. It only gets uploaded after the live event. That one currently has barely 40 million views. In other words, Turning Point USA halftime show has 20 million views in NFL 1, which gets pushed by the entire NFL promotional platform, only has 40 million on YouTube. In business terms, a new entrant competitor with just 5 months of prep already pulling that kind of viewership on YouTube, while you, with the full NFL platform behind you, only manage 40 million, is more than concerning. Go woke, go broke, it never fails. And fam, that's the big thing I wanted to bring up with all this. When you have numbers like that, they cannot be ignored. You can't just cancel that shit. YouTube's going to make money off of this, and guess what's going to be pulled from the NFL? Sponsors and advertisers are going to become running the TPUSA, especially the ones that think about the companies, guys, that have to play the fucking game of catering to the woke mob and also their base. They don't want to do the woke shit, but they have to appease everybody, or it fucks up their company, can fuck up their revenue. Now there's an alternative. Like, listen, we don't have to do the woke bullshit anymore. We can go and do our sponsor at TPUSA and go full Americana, full wholesome family fun. Because honestly, guys, I have to get my other computer chair in here, guys. This computer chair is killing my ass. No Cuomo. The advertisers are going to go moving big time. And the other thing I want to bring up, guys, I would love to bring TPUSA to Pill Cyber. I would love that. Think about the commercials. The commercials suck. They suck. I think with the way this is going, where the culture is going with this, they're going to be able to bring this all back. And I would actually look forward to watching and paying for legitimate alternatives to the mainstream shit. The commercials have been awful for years, and it's just because it's just garbage. Literally, guys, I had it playing unpilled for a little bit on my phone through my main screen, have my kids with me, and the first advertisement that comes up is a demonic horror movie ad. And my kids are sitting there watching me, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? A possessed girl floating around screaming blood all over the place. And I'm like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Kids see that and it affects them, guys. And I'm like, nope, I'm good. And I turned it off, fam. I turned it off. I literally put cartoons on for them, and I had the play-by-play on my phone. That's why I wasn't streaming anymore. Didn't want it. Pissed me off right away. The game wasn't that good anyways, and I was just like, you know what? I'm good on this. Totally fucking good on this. So, and it's good. I'm so happy for TPUSA. And it's funny because you'd think the left has you thinking that everyone's loving this shit, right? I just show you guys this video here from the actual stadium. Then we're gonna jump into the crazy shit with Epstein. There's nobody even watching this shit in the stadium. You have two white girls dancing. Bam, the thing is, and I don't care what anyone says, like, people will pretend in front of their friends or family behind closed doors. Most people, guys, in this country, they're not about this shit. They ain't about it. They ain't about it. No one wants this. Because at this point, and oh, by the way, the funny thing is, Bad Bunny's Instagram that he's on, guess what? He fucking deleted it a couple hours after the halftime show. Completely fucking deleted it. 51.8 million followers. Gone. And it's like, gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. Because no one's buying into your bullshit. No one's buying it. Because at this point, guys, was it Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny might as well have come out and just done this and saved everyone some time.
Chacarone, 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 chacarone.
Yeah. It should have just gone like that. Maybe more people would have watched it if it was like that. Because no one's hanging out for that shit, guys. No one's hanging out for that. And they shouldn't. And by the way, Sam Darnold, shout out to Sam Darnold. I know a lot of you guys don't watch football. The dude deserved it. The Vikings shipped him off. Goes to Seahawks, wins a fucking Super Bowl. And because and this is why, like, I love my California Patriots. I see you guys in the chat all the time. You guys are just getting fucked over by taxes, just like a lot of us, but California's like extra harsh. I didn't know. I thought this was a joke. I thought this was a fucking joke until some of my friends in my fantasy football league sent me this. You know, they have a jock. It's called a jock tax. Okay. Sam Darnold won an extra $1 million in incentive contracts for winning the Super Bowl. On top of all the other money, the dude's gonna get fucking paid. The dude's set for life regardless, but he's really set now, and good for him. He absolutely deserves it. I thought this was a joke, guys, but this is real. California has what's called a jock tax. Okay? Sam Darnold just won the Super Bowl and lost $71,000 because he won it in California. California's jock tax bills him $249,000. Boomer Eisen said the NFLPA should shut down any future Super Bowls in California. Yes. From the financial perspective, each Seahawks player will make $178,000 payment for that particular game. All the players, guys, are going to get taxed $178,000 just because they won the fucking game in California. Instead, the state will go back in time all the way to the start of the NFL season in September and take their, quote, fair share of the players' entire salaries over the entire season. This is what's known as the state's jock tax, in which they tax non-resident professional athletes based on the number of duty days they spend in the state. Traveling, practicing, attending meetings, or playing in a game. Both teams arrived in California. It was in the Bay. So each player will log at least 8 duty days in the state just for the Super Bowl. If a player spends, say, 7% of his duty days in California over the season, then the state claims the right to tax 7% of his entire salary at California's top marginal rate of 13 point. Fuck California, guys. Fuck Cal. I know you guys got the weather out there. I'm sorry. You guys get raped probably worse than anyone in this entire country. That is insane. I thought that was a joke. No, it's real. It's fucking real, guys. So there's that. All right. So what I want to get into now, guys, let's get to those gold pills. You guys are absolutely crushing. 14,300 already. Beautiful. Let me see what we got over here. Let's see. Thank you, Halo Moon, for the shades. Hi, Roll. The Shades Condition Base says, I'm retired. I work under a tree branch. P.S. Love the new setup. Thank you, my friend. Still rocking the headphones, man. Pair number 2. Thank you. Tennessee Girl says, Bad Bunny is now known as Retarded Rabbit. Yes. I love it. Ryder with a cookie. Thank you so much. Blue Sun Devil the Can. The floor is yours. Says, bro, is it possible for you to play Kid Rock performing Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled Banner maybe at the end of the show, my friend? I know Kid Rock performed, I think it was 2002, 2004. He's done the Super Bowl, which I find full circle for him that he's done the alternative and he crushed it. Bobby Jizzle, Lady Gaga, Sad Bunny. Sad Bunny. So many of these retards aren't even remotely talented. They're just willing to sell their soul, pay the ritual sacrifice of a loved one, and do some gay shit on the couch. Nailed it. Digital says, how the fuck did it take them this fucking long to figure out nobody wants to see a bunch of demonic degenerates and faggots dancing around during the halftime show? Fucking retards. Spirit of the Shades, WD40 says, dude, Kid Rock just changed the halftime show forever. Ad costs will decrease, and big artists and businesses will seek out turning. That is a great point. Imagine, I don't even know how much an ad goes for Super Bowl, guys, but guess what? TPUSA can cut them at the knees, charge way less, and get them some good exposure. It's a win-win. Tissue Box says, anyone else irritated with how many normies just moved on to the next thing? Epstein stuff comes out, and people just want to move on. They're not really moving on too much, my friend. I'm going to tell you exactly why, but I get your point. SBF Chief, thank you for the can, guys. We're at 14,500 gold pills and counting. That is great. We're 6K away. Please do not send me Bad Bunny socks. I will burn that shit in my wood stove. Thank you to Spin City News for a raid. Thank you, my friends. Got 2 raids on the show tonight. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. We're going to get into some of the heavier stuff of the day, guys, because, yeah, Epstein stuff is still making big news, and for good reason, because, fam, we need to take a victory lap and do a big I told you so to all the people that said we were crazy, because we knew this in 2018, guys. This is almost this is almost 7 years ago now. 7 years ago that we had already known this, and the world's just figuring it out. What is that, guys? You're going to have to find out over on Pill.net exclusively, as we always do so on Kick, X, Rumble, YouTube. Thank you all for joining the show. Please make your way over to Pill.net right now. I see you guys. Oh, thank you, Locat. Looks like you had to delete somebody. Good. Fuck them. Drop those links for me, little cat. You guys on all the other platforms, get ready to make over to Pill.net right now. We'll see you guys on over there. If not, we'll see you guys tomorrow for your Wing Wednesday show. Till then, friends, goodbye.